Winnebago Lutheran Academy welcomes you to this evening's non-conference basketball game between the Tigers of Ripon and the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Ripon High School, and the WLA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem. It's time to meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First for the Tigers, number 5, Selena Lopez. Number 10, Bella Miller. Number 13, Mackenzie Nodal. Number 20, Allison Bradley. And number 24, Lucy Eugene. The Tigers are coached by Jesse Nodal. Here are your WLA Vikings. A 5'3" sophomore, number 2, Kiera Shea. A 5'6" senior, number 12, Riley Laird. A 5'11" senior, number 22, Kaylee Fry. A 5'8" senior, number 23, Elena Superman. And a 5'8" senior, number 25, Geneva Hewitt. Vikings are coached by Eric Strafnagel. He's assisted by Dan Schwartz and John Superman. Your officials for this evening's game are Jordan Hahn, Howard Hofstad, and Patrick Shaw. We thank Agnesian Healthcare Center for Bone and Joint Health for providing sports medicine services for our school in this event. WLA's athletic trainer is Tyler Schwartz. See your sports medicine experts with Agnesian Center for Bone and Joint Health for all your injury needs.
Well, glad to have you along here tonight. WLA Gymnasium will repeat those starters in case you missed them. A little bit later on, but Ripon straight into the game here, and they throw that one quickly away. Turnovers, a big part, a huge part to the game last Friday night over in Rosendale. WLA going on the road to Laconia, getting a huge flyweight conference win against the defending champs. And Riley Laird's got the ball right now. She hit 5 threes, all at key times. There's a 3 for Supernan on the way. That one misses. But Laird hit a couple of just massive threes to stymie a couple of Spartan runs that allowed WLA to get that win. Here is Ripon underneath, and that one's going to be saved off of Kiera Shea. What a fun game it was if you were able to tune in to Laconia's live stream on Friday. everyone knew that was going to be one of the bigger games. Obviously, there's the return trip. It's a double round robin, so they still got to play again. But, you know, if you're WLA, you got to feel good about where you sit right now in the flyway. There's an offensive board and a nice up there, but a good defensive possession for Supernan and a nice defensive rebound there. Her pass to Shea is not quite handled, stolen there by Ripon, and they come back. "18-minute halves for the Varsity. So we got about 17 minutes, about a minute in here. There's a steal from Lair, tapped away by Supernan. She gets it now from Lair. Goes up with the right hand, no good. Looked like she got bumped, but not enough contact there to warrant a whistle, certainly. 16:42 to go. Still scoreless. Talking to Coach Schroffnagel today, start quick. Or avoid, how do you want to say that? Don't let Ripon start quick, was his point. Last year they allowed that. There's the steal from Fry to Supernan. Nice bounce pass ahead to Shea. Oh, man, she just overcooked it a little bit. Shea gets the tap away there, though. And Ripon might be in a little bit of trouble. There's a bounce pass stolen by Lair. Gives it over to Supernan, and Supernan up with the left hand. She's going to get the scoring going. As she did last Tuesday against Lamira. Ripon going to break the press here of Shea. Shea trying to swat it away. And they'll get a blocking foul on Riley Lair, who just turned away, and usually they'll call it a block then. Good first 2 minutes, though, defensively for the Vikings. If the goal was not to let Ripon start hot, now we are only 2 minutes in, but 2 minutes in, so far so good. Here's the inbounds for Ripon. Wing three on the way over there on the right. Offensive rebound, and that one's stolen, poked away by Supernant. Here comes Elena down the court. Euro step through, and that's smooth. She's got 4 points. All 4 of them now for the Vikings. Kiera Shea just pestering there in the backcourt. That's Selena Lopez, and Lopez will be fouled, I believe, by Shea. It was. Just her first. So Lair's got 1. Shea's got 1. 2 team fouls for the Vikings. Underneath inbounds, Vikings going to stay in a man-to-man defense. That's thrown over the top. That's 13 Mackenzie Nodolf. Here's Bella Miller. She draws Kaylee Fry here. WLA switches almost everything, so you know sometimes you get those matchups, and Ripon not able to exploit their offensive rebound. Nice shot there from Allison Bradley. She gets Ripon on the board, 4-2. Here's Hewitt, spins down the lane, up with the right hand. She gets fouled, and the reigning flyway player of the year head back to the free throw line.
Tiger foul on number 5, Selena Lopez, to the line for the Vikings. Number 25, Geneva Hewitt.
First free throw off the back iron for Hewitt, so no good. I heard Coach Schroffnagel right there. He said, Kiara, even more pressure. Second free throw for Hewitt, up and good. So WLA and Hewitt start 1 for 2 from the line. 5-2. And there's the pressure from Shea. I guess it can get more intense. She forces the throwaway there on the inbounds pass and never touched anyone. So it's going to be an underneath inbounds for WLA. Supernan underneath. She initiates the offense into Fry, up with it and good. Kaylee Fry's first points of the game, and the 3 of the 4 seniors that start for WLA have now scored. A couple for Fry, 4 for Supernan, and a point on a free throw from Hewitt. Back up the floor comes Ripon. That's stolen away by Kiera Shea. Shea, nice dribbling, up with the right hand, and just, I think, number 12 got or 13 that is, got a hand on it. And that's a nice job by Nodolf to do that. She runs the break. Can't get it to go. Hewitt tries to pull down the rebound. And a good box out there by Bella Miller of Ripon to keep it with the Tigers. Underneath here, good defense from WLA, poked away by Riley Lair. Nice job by Lopez to get back in bounds. That was a dangerous one. She almost caught it out of bounds, but a nice job to step in. and retain possession. Fouled then by Riley Lair. That's the second on Lair, so maybe something to keep an eye on. 14:33, less than 4 minutes in, and Lair's got 2. Impactful player for WLA. Doesn't always have to do it on the scoring end, but my goodness, she could not miss in Rosendale last week. Oh, nice steal there. Peyton Chemnitz into the game, as is Maddie Lair, to give a couple of WLA players a rest. Riley Lair does go to the bench with the fouls, as you might expect. Also into the game is Siri Kuski. She tries to collect the Supernand pass, not able to, but she does collect, get top of the key. Supernand has it. Hand off to Maddie Lair, left wing. Siri Kuski, high post, now drives up with the left hand, and good. Good start for Siri Kuski, the sophomore, able to get herself onto the score sheet. 9-2 here early on, 13:56 to go in the first half. Here's Miller, gonna dribble top of the key. She's working on Supernand. Tapped away by Maddie Lair. That out to the left wing. 3 misses. Shea, smallest one on the court, gets the rebound. Nice fake pass, and she scores. Oh, they'll say she traveled. It did look like she drugged the pivot foot, and she kind of threw her head back in frustration. I think she knew it too. Just moving a little too fast to put the brakes on and stop. Ella Beertzer into the game, and she'll come in for Shea. So now Maddie Lair is going to be the pest at the top of the zone. That switches back into a man. And it was passing lane jump there by Supernand. She goes up with the left hand and scores. She's got 6. A couple of steals as well, a couple assists early on here for Elena Supernand. 11-2. Here's Miller. Swinging it around is Ripon. Miller now here on the left wing. She's guarded by Kuski. She's going to drive with the right hand, up with the floater, and that's a smooth move from Isabella Miller, who gets her first points of the game. 7-point lead for WLA. Miller's going to guard Supernand. Supernand up with the floater. She missed everything. Gets her own rebound. Chemnitz there with the shot. Beertzer with the offensive rebound. Down to the post. Maddie Lair down there. She can't get that one to go. Good defensive possession for Ripon, and they finally got the defensive rebound. Up the floor here. 3 ball on the way from the corner. That one just a little bit off to the right. Rebound down to Beertzer. And tipped out by Ripon. Hewitt back in. She's going to replace Supernand. Early 7-point lead for the Vikings. 12:24 to go. First half. And there is a double screen. And you probably shouldn't go underneath it if you're guarding Geneva Hewitt. She hits that 3. Not someone you want to let get going, that's for sure. Hewitt almost steps in the passing lane. Not able to do so. There's a 3 in transition from Ripon. Long rebound to Siri Kuski. Kuski brings it down up the left side of the floor. She takes it to the corner, kicks it out left wing. Hewitt thought about it. Skip pass to Chemnitz. Top of the key, Kuski. Corner now to Hewitt. Hewitt thought about it again. Nice fake. Drives with it. Floater. Good. Just like that, you blink and Geneva Hewitt has 6 points. 16-4 with 11:44 to go here in the first. Ripon across the timeline. Over here to Mater. Nice ball movement down to Miller. Miller operating on this left block, up with the right hand, no good. Can't get that hook shot to go. Rebound down, tough rebound for Kuski. She gives it to Peyton Chemnitz, who crosses the timeline, hands it off to Hewitt. Nice pass down to Beertzer. Beertzer tried to bounce it down to Chemnitz. It was kicked, and it'll stay with the Vikings.
Into the game for the Tigers, number 23, Carson Bauman. And in for the Vikings, number 22, Haley Fry.
That's what I thought during the JV1 game. Carson Bauman scored 7 first-half points, did not play in the second half, and here she is on the varsity level, so that does make sense. She's going to guard Geneva Hewitt. Tough assignment for Bauman. And underneath, a nice block there, they're going to say. Kaylee Fry able to get it. They want a 3-second call. She kicks it out, and Hewitt misses the 3. 7 minutes into this one. 16-4, the lead for WLA. And a kick out to the corner here. 3 on the way for Mater, and she made it.
Rebound is good for number 3, Varsity Model.
16-7. Back down to a 9-point lead for WLA. Here's Kaylee Fry in the corner. Tries to skip pass to the right wing. That's tipped away. Nice defense there by Bauman. Shea and Supernan back in. They'll replace Lair and Beertzer. So the 5 on the court now, the starters minus Riley Lair, who we may not see for a few minutes with those 2 early fouls. Siri Kuski remains on the floor for the Vikings. Down to Fry, and I believe she traveled. She did. Back over to Ripon. Ripon a couple of nice defensive possessions in a row. Still trail 9, but most momentum they've had by far early on in this one. There's Shea, right back at it. Hate for Shea to pick up another quick one here early in this half. There is Bauman, who does not look like she is missing out on anything here on the varsity level. She looks terrific. Nice cut by Hewitt, found by Fry, and Geneva Hewitt's up to 8 points. 18-9. Big bucket there for the Vikings to stymie some of this pressure. Straight up to the front court, Mater, left wing 3, banked it in. Mater's got 6, and this thing's back within 6 points, 18-12, with 9:43 to go in the first. Nice pass, nice cut. Kuski up with it. She's fouled. Good vision by Elena Supernan, but you got to have the player cutting as well. And Kuski able to do that. She'll be rewarded with a couple of free throws.
Ripon foul on number 24, Lucy Dupuy, to the line for the Vikings, number 10, Siri Kuski.
First free throw, hard off the back iron. No good.
Into the lines, number 33, Haley Komenar.
Second free throw for Kuski is up and good. So 1 for 2 for Kuski, 1 for 2 for Hewitt from the line. That makes 50% for the whole team. 19-12. Shea. And forces a dribble off the foot there. Ripon will retain possession. Mater thought about another one. That would have been a heat check from back there. That's for sure. Ripon swings it back around. Mater has it. Down here to Bauman. Bauman top of the key. That's Bradley. Bradley swings it back around. There's Bauman. Check that. Mater in the other corner. Mater has it tipped away by Hewitt. Now a scramble on the ground. Travel. Rolled just a little bit too much.
Into the game for the Vikings, number 4,
And here's Riley Lair. Trust a veteran with a couple of fouls. And Coach Schroffnagel will. Here's Supernand. One-handed pass to Fry. She throws up a 3. Can't quite hit it. Be nice if your 5 can hit a 3. And Kaylee Fry certainly has the shooting ability to do that. Doesn't quite go down there as Ripon back up the floor trying to dig into this 7-point lead. Shea almost had the steal. She poked it away. Supernan's going to complete the steal, and she's going to go all the way up with the right hand, and good is Elena Supernan. So both Supernan and Hewitt now up to 8 points apiece. 16 of the 21 scored by those 2 seniors. There's Mater in the corner. She's hit one from here already. Missed that one. Good defensive rebound from Fry. Hands off to Supernan, and here come the Vikings. Nice little hesitation dribble. Pulls up, stops, pops, hits. 10 points for Elena Supernan. There's a timeout. Had to come there for Ripon. 23-12. And we will return right after this on WLA TV. It's an 11-point lead. Stay with us. Second horn there, back here at WLA Gymnasium, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, on the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy, WLA TV, where you can find all the sports this winter and this season and come in the spring and the fall and forever. WLA TV. Ripon breaks the press. They trail by 11. A nice run there for the Vikings to extend what had become a 6-point lead back to an 11-point lead. That's a second foul again for another Viking. That's Kiera Shea. So 4 fouls, and both by starting guards for the Vikings. Ripon has it underneath. That's got to be a 5. I was going to say, had to be a 5, and there it was. Right on cue. I was probably counting a little fast, I'll admit. So Maddie Lair had come in for Kiera Shea. And she brings the ball up the court. Hands off to Hewitt. Hewitt dribbles top of the key. Dribble handoff. Elena Supernan, 3 on the way. Hit it. She's got 13. 26-12 is the score. Give Hewitt the assist on that one. There's a pass that's picked off. Supernan with the steal. She's got Riley Lair. We'll see if she goes with it. She'll take it herself, get it tipped away. Lair will recover it. Corner 3 on the way. She missed that one. Up with her own rebound. Good. Riley Lair. 28-12. A blitzing offense. That's going to be an over and back as well. Ripon will just let it go out of bounds. 7:08 to go in the first half. And we're going to have another timeout here. 30-second timeout from Ripon. 28-12, back after this. So it's a 16-point lead for the Vikings, who are 2-0 in the Flyweight Conference and 4-0 overall. Look like they're on their way to perhaps 5-0. They're going to say that was last touch by Geneva Hewitt. Maddie Lair had her pass tipped away. Wins so far this year over Kiel, Luther Prep, Lamira, and Laconia. A couple of those teams are well respected. Talking about Luther Prep, 2-point win at Luther Prep, and then the 12-point win last Friday against number 10th ranked Laconia. Have to take a peek and see if they've posted the rankings. Elena Supernan has the steal. She goes back up court and has it tipped away. I'm going to have to look that up maybe during halftime. We're 6.5 minutes away. See if WLA snuck into the rankings. Bounce pass into Kaylee Fry. She misses that one, has it blocked. Has it blocked again. Saved underneath the own basket by Ripon. Tied up there. Stays with WLA.
In the game for the Tigers, this is number 24, Lucy Routine, and number 10.
I'm sure I could have asked someone in the program, although not sure anyone in the program cares if they're ranked. They just want to play good basketball. They're doing that tonight so far. Here's Fry. Gives it to Supernan. Bounce pass back into Fry. Oh, nice up and under. That is beautiful, and she scores. Kaylee Fry has 4, and WLA has 30. Here's Miller back into the game. Has it tipped away by Supernan. She regains it. Isabella Miller. Still has it. Still has it. Shovel pass over to her teammate. Skip pass here, and that's Lopez. Nice drive by her, and she'll score. Selena Lopez. And cuts it back down to a 16-point game. 30-14, 5:53 to go in the first. Dribble handoff. Probably shouldn't go under the screens here with Elena Supernan shooting. The escape at that time. But these dribble drive handoffs, Ripon not positive how to defend them. There's a tipped pass that's going to go bring the ball back to WLA. Chemnitz and Kuski back into the game. For for the Vikings. Maddie Lair up the floor with it. Dribble handoff. That's better. That's better if you're Ripon. Sagging off of Geneva Hewitt. That's not a good idea, though. 3 for Hewitt. Hewitt's got 11. Couple of threes, couple of twos in that free throw. Lopez down the floor, up with it, and they'll say it's on the floor. 5:12 to go before halftime. 33-14. Lopez is good on the dribble drive. Got to be careful with that. She's able to get into the lane and make things happen for this Ripon Tiger team. Allie Keifenheim back into the ball game, or actually the first time for her today. She'll replace Hewitt. And WLA staying in man. It's a tough thing to do on those underneath inbounds, but plenty good defensive players on the floor to get it done. Tipped away there. Kuski completes the steal. Over to Supernand, who's going to re-initiate the offense here. Corner, Maddie Lair. Lair dribbles it back up, tries to lob one into Kuski. That's tipped. Nice defense there from Mater to force the inbounds pass now. Lobbed in there from Supernand to Lair, back to Supernand. Corner 3 on the way, no good. Tipped out, last touched by Siri Kuski. Back to Ripon. 19-point lead for the WLA Vikings. Here's Lopez. Mater, Lopez. Going to break the press. Press isn't necessarily meant to turn you over. It's just to make you honest. It makes you focus all 82 feet. And that is something that wears you down over the course of 36 minutes, I'll tell you that much. Here's Ripon in the front court. It doesn't help when the defense gets more smothering on this end of the floor. Tipped away by Kuski, completed by Lair. She lost her footing, and Bella Miller gets it back for Ripon. She'll bring it up the floor. Little crossover dribble. Looked at that one, and Elena Supernand stepped in the way. Up with the right hand, just left it short. Rebound down to Miller and the Tigers. Do not see that often. Under 4 minutes now to go in the first. Screen here to get Bradley open. She'll fire away a 3. That one looked closer than I think it maybe was.
In for the Vikings, number 25, Geneva Hewitt.
Supernand will take a seat as Geneva Hewitt re-enters. Here's Laird down the lane with the floater, right hand. Oh, just short. Tipped around by Chemnitz. Rebound down to Lopez. Here's Miller. Miller into the front court. Crosses over. Down the left-hand side of the lane. Kicks it back out. There's a short corner jumper. That one's just off. Tipped away by Maddie Lair. It's going to stay here with Ripon. Oh, they're going to say that went off Lopez. 50-50. Ella Biertzer into the game. Biertzer going to bring the ball up the court. Hands off to Kuski. Kuski spins down the lane. Floater with the right hand. Just strong on that one. Trying to bank it in, and it's always a tough angle straight on to bank it in. I think they're going to get Hallie Keifenheim. They will. Say she got a grab of the wrist, is what they'll say. Just her first. Really the only issue so far in terms of foul trouble, was the two starters, Riley Lair and Kiara Shea. Here's Miller. She's going to get tied up underneath, but I think they're going to get Kuski. Yeah, Siri Kuski on a say she just hip checked her a little bit, and Bella Miller going to head to the line. Fry back in for Kuski. But Kiara Shea and Riley Lair really the only foul trouble. First free throw up and good. Suppose that's the trade-off for playing a high-octane, physical style of defense. You do rack up the fouls every now and again. Free throw up and good for Miller. 7 fouls for the Vikings, 2 for the Tigers. Into the front court. Top of the key, Beertzer. There's Peyton Chemnitz. Beertzer makes a cut. Fry flashes, gives it to her. Skip pass over here to the near side. This misses. Just short there for Geneva Hewitt, excuse me. Ella Beertzer thought she had won possession for the Vikings. She had not. Supernan back in for Keifenheim. Still a 17-point lead for the Vikings, with 2:20 to go here in the first half. Supernan always looks like she's ready to jump into a passing lane. 3 ball off. And, oh, it hit the cable. Did not see that. Hit the cable there above the rim, so that immediately makes it a dead ball. Hewitt brings it up. There's Chemnitz. Hands it back off to Hewitt on the left side. Drives, tries the cross-court pass. That's off the hands of Ella Beertzer, and it will go back over to Ripon. So just a touch sloppy here in the last couple of minutes are the Vikings. 1:55 to go in the first half. Lobbed pass down to Miller. Miller gains control of it, and they'll say she was fouled. That wasn't a ton of contact. Just a bump. But enough to put her off her spot, so I think it's probably a good call. Miller up and in. Got a good shooting form, that's for sure. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line now tonight is Bella Miller. 33-18. As a 4-0 run feels like quite a bit of momentum for the Tigers. It's just how this WLA team plays defense. Here's Fry underneath from Supernan. Goes up with it, and they'll say she was fouled underneath.
Ripon foul on number 24, Lucy Routine. To the line for the Vikings, number 22, Kaylee Fry.
Fry to the line. Up and just off to the left. Second free throw is long. Tipped around by Peyton Chemnitz, but she can't come down with it either. WLA now 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Jump shot there from the short corner, no good. Rebound down to Hewitt. Hewitt looks up to Chemnitz. Chemnitz goes up with the left hand and good. Oh, man. That would have been a bad call if that would have rolled off. That would have been the curse of the commentator times 10. But it did fall for Peyton Chemnitz. 35-18 here with about a minute to go. That one's thrown away. Beertzer with the steal. Into the front court. Finds Hewitt, top of the key. To the corner, there's Chemnitz, drives up with the right hand, she's fouled, and to the free throw line goes Peyton Chemnitz. 4th foul on Ripon.
Foul on number 5, Selena Lopez. To the line for the Vikings, number 33, Peyton Chemnitz.
Free throw up and good for Chemnitz. Just check the phone. Had the stats crew on it. WLA ranked 5th in Division 4. 5th. Free throw up and good. So Peyton Chemnitz helps bring that free throw average back up to 50%. 37-18. Back out to a 19-point lead for the Vikings. Oh, nice drive here as it just opened up down the lane. I think that might be Keely Fry that picked up that foul as well. I think. Yeah, it is. That was Mackenzie Nodolf,
Number 13, Mackenzie Nodolf.
who will head to the free throw line. First free throw up and good. Ripon has not missed from the free throw line.
For the Vikings, number 10, Siri.
That'll help you if you're in a couple of close games down the stretch, if you can make those free throws. I know it was key in WLA's win earlier this year when they went down to Luther Prep. Speaking of the curse of the commentator, there you go. They missed their first one right after I talk about how good they were. Hewitt here crosses the timeline. Cross-court pass to Elena. And I think Coach Schroffnagel said, let's just try for one here. There's 22 seconds left. And so, you know, if you overpressure, you got to go for it. She drives, gives it to Beertzer. Beertzer not able to complete it. And she's fouled in a loose ball situation, giving WLA the ball underneath the basket.
Ball on the Tigers, number 13, Mackenzie Nodolf.
Beertzer underneath. Bounce pass to Hewitt. Hewitt kicks it out to Chemnitz. Top of the key, Supernan. 9 seconds to go. She'll retreat dribble. Gives it to Hewitt. Under 5. Hewitt stops, pops. Oh, just off to the left. There's a one-handed heave from Miller. That's not going to go anywhere. 37-19. The Lady Vikings have the lead headed into halftime. You'll put 10 minutes on the clock and start things up. And we will rejoin you in a few minutes to give you a couple of halftime statistics point-wise here from WLA's gymnasium. I should cite my sources. Thanks to my father for pulling that statistic. That WLA is ranked 5th in Division 4 this season after beating number 10, Laconia, and doing so in pretty convincing fashion. It'll be interesting to see this game coming up on Saturday. They play Ripon. We'll maybe touch on the upcoming schedule when we come back here in the halftime intermission. About 9 minutes or so, 9.5 minutes, and we'll have the second half and come back in a couple of minutes and give you a couple of numbers here on this game. Glad to have you along. 37-19 at halftime for the WLA Varsity girls here on WLA TV. All right, how about a couple of statistics here at halftime? Just under 3 minutes, by the way, to go until we tip it off, so to speak, in the second half. Starters were Kiera Shea, Riley Lair, Kaylee Fry, Elena Supernan, Geneva Hewitt. Only starter that didn't score was Kiera Shea, although she probably had 4 or 5 steals there in the first half, couple assists. Riley Lair had 2. Siri Kuski did not start, but she had a pair of points. Kaylee Fry had 4. Elena Supernand, game high, team high, 13. Geneva Hewitt shortly behind with 11. And Peyton Chemnitz with 4 points there in that first half. 2:09 to go until the second half starts. 37-19 lead. And a quick update over in Rosendale. 31-31. The Viking boys team taking on the Laconia Spartans. And see if they can grab a flyweight conference win. Talking about Coach Nell's crew over there in Rosendale. So always a tough place to go play, which makes that win last Friday night for the Lady Vikings such a big deal, getting a 12-point win over there, which vaulted them from unranked to the 5th spot in Division 4. So we'll see. We'll see if I can keep my, if I get enough phone battery, keep the boys stream up here as well. Try to give you periodic updates about that as well. If you're looking for that game, RBSD Athletics is the YouTube account that Laconia streams on, if you're interested in that. Or you can hang around here and watch a second half of an extremely talented WLA girls Vikings team. Got about a minute left. We'll just keep it here. Coming up later this week, got Oakfield on Thursday. Solid team in Oakfield. And obviously the big matchup that's going to be coming up on Saturday. So you're going to have to get the 2 screens out. You're going to have to get a screen to maybe, well, if you're a NFL football fan, if you got to watch the Green Bay Packers, very good. You can watch the Packers. But you're going to have to get a second screen out, or your phone or your tablet, or you got to watch that game. You know, talking about the Ripon Warriors and WLA Vikings, a top 5 matchup in the state. Incredible stuff. So looking forward to that one. Coming up on Saturday as well. And obviously more conference action that'll be coming along the way as well. 37-19 as we head in here to the second half. Teams are ready. And we are ready to kick things off. Throw another 18 on the clock. Let's get to it. Still in halftime over in Rosendale, by the way. So here comes Ripon. They're going to say there was a travel to start the second half. That was Lopez. She had a step on the defensive Viking there, but referees say there was a reason she had a step. Here's Riley Lair bringing the ball up. And Supernand, dribble drive handoff. Supernand just on that wing. Bounce pass down to Geneva Hewitt. And they're going to say there was a push somewhere inside and give the ball underneath to the Vikings. Nodolf on the foul. WLA underneath. That's Hewitt that's going to be inbounding it. Kind of got off balance, but she's able to throw it in. Double screen for Hewitt. Top of the key, just off. Saved by Fry. Straight in there to a Ripon Tiger. Gets it up to Lopez. Lopez drives with it. Up with the right hand, no good. Offensive rebound by number 24. That's Butine. And she will head to the charity stripe for a pair. I think I have 3 on Fry. Yeah, that's... Scoreboard agrees with me. That's a 3rd foul for Kaylee Fry. So there you go. If you're looking for your first bit of foul trouble, you got it now. 1 of 2 from the line is Butine. Cuts it from an 18 to a 17-point lead for the Vikings. Supernan up the court. Tries to hand it off to Fry. Hewitt somehow kept that in bounds. Skip pass to Lair. Lair lobs it down into Fry. Nice, powerful move underneath, not able to get it to go. But it's going to stay here with the offensive foul, or the offensive rebound and the foul on. I think they're going to get Butine on this one. They will. Supernan underneath. Inbounds it to Shea. Yeah, Shea. That was blocked off there. Tapped away once again by the Tigers. And Supernan will once again inbound. Trying to get a double screen again for Hewitt. Able to do so. Back to Supernan. Corner 3 on the way. No good. Offensive rebound to Fry. Up with it and good. Kaylee Fry with another offensive board, and she now has 6 points. WLA back to 19-point lead. Here's Miller. Kicks it over here to Bradley. Bradley gets swung back down to Miller. Back out to Lopez. She's driving down. Hands off to Miller. Jumper on the way from about 18 feet. Missed. Defensive board to Fry. And they'll say she got pushed on the defensive rebound as well to secure the possession for the Vikings. We are playing in the second half in Rosendale. But here in Fond du Lac proper, we have a good game of our own going on. Here's Riley Lair, fires away from straight away. That one off to the right. Offensive rebound down to Fry. Can't get that one to go. And they'll say there's a foul that will be on WLA. Say Riley Lair had a push somewhere in that scrum. It'll be her third foul as well, by the way. Up the floor comes Nodolf. Gives it to Miller. Miller skip pass there and gets it back in the lane where she has liked to operate. She's a little strong on that one. Can't get the offensive rebound. Hewitt brings it up the floor. There's the skip pass to Shea. Corner 3 on the way. Good. And that's what Riley Lair brings to this team. Another 3. She had a monster game against Laconia on Friday. Now ties it up, and she's going to win the ball back. Possession earned for WLA by Riley Lair. I mean, right there. You got to say that at what, 15 seconds? That 15 seconds pretty much typifies everything that Riley Lair brings to the table. Very versatile, very valuable. Here's Fry. She finds Riley Lair. Just goes off the hand there. Here's Supernan, top of the key 3. Retreat dribbles and hits it. 16 points for Supernan. Here's the drive from Lopez. Throws it up. Nice move there from Bauman. Not able to get it to go. And Lopez trying to take a charge. No foul. I feel like either got to call an offensive or a defensive there. They did not. Long 3, long rebound. Here's Supernan. One hand pass to Shea. Shea gets a block. Underneath for WLA. Might have been some contact there. Here's Fry establishing position inside. Goes up with it. Nothing doing. Here's Miller down the court. Off of her own thigh, I do believe. No, they're going to say it hit WLA last. Lead has swelled up to 25 points. Now a 2-3 zone. That one picked off from Elena Supernan. I think she was baiting the inbounder into that pass. Now she hits it on the other end. Mid-range jumper's good. She's got 18 points, and she looked like a free safety there on defense, trying to bait the quarterback into throwing the pass and then picking it off and taking it the other way. That was essentially what happened. She knew that that was going there the entire time. Ripping back down the court here. Here's Bauman, gives it to Miller. Miller on the left side, crosses over. Trying to go up with the left hand, not able to. Lopez spins it around. Here's Bauman, kicks it out, top of the key, 3 on the way. This one's no good. Rebound down to Hewitt and the Vikings. 17-point lead as we tick under 14 minutes to go in the ballgame. Here's Shea. She fires away a three in transition. Good. Kiara Shea gets herself on the board, and it's a 30-point Viking lead. This is a massive run coming out of halftime for the Vikings, as it's ended by Bauman. Carson Bauman with a pair. She's got 4 points. Coming out of the halftime, that was a 13-2 run for the Vikings. Here's Lair. She's fouled. I think they're going to get Lopez on that, and that should be her third. Oh, check that. I missed one. They say that's her fourth. Hewitt and Fry will take a seat. It's Kuski and Chemnitz, I believe. That's what it looks like. Here's the inbounds here to Supernan. Step back. I think her foot was on the line. We'll find out if she makes it. She didn't. Offensive rebound, Kuski, and good. Siri Kuski up to 4 points. Check that. She's got 5. She had 3 at halftime. I think I misspoke. Up and good, and that's another one of the JV players. That's Kovaleski. Had a nice JV 1 game as well. 3-pointer on the way for Shea, just short. Did not climb over that front edge. Here's Chemnitz, not able to get that one to go. Oh, she tips it away, though. Chemnitz going to earn possession back for WLA. Tries the cross-court pass to Supernan, good. Cool 20 points for Elena Supernan. Wow, and I think if they were expecting a foul, could have only went offensive. There's Riley Lair to complete the steal and get the bucket. She's up to 7 points. Coach Schaffnagel going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. 56-24, 13:30 to go in the ballgame. And about at that time, welcome back, by the way, here to WLA Gymnasium. 56-24 lead for the Vikings. 13:30 to go in the game. About the time that Coach Schaffnagel was calling that timeout, so was Coach Nell over there in Rosendale. It's a 39-32 lead for the Spartans. So they've gone on a little bit of a run here, a little 8-1 run out of the break. As Ripon turns it over. Here's Riley Lair up with the right hand, no good. It was blocked there by Bauman. Underneath Supernand. Starts it. Gonna throw it in, lob it into Shea. Shea dribble drive handoff to Lair, hands it off to Supernand, reinitiating the offense. Looks like we're going to have Hewitt and Maddie Lair come in at the next juncture. That hook shot missed by Peyton Chemnitz. Rebound down to Ripon. Up with it and good. Number 20, that's Allison Bradley. She's got 4 points.
2 points for number 20, Allison Bradley.
Still a 30-point lead for the Vikings as Supernan brings it into the front court. Up with the right hand and good. 22 for Elena Supernan, and we're running out of twos to mark for the senior. The game program has, I'm not going to count it right now, but it has a lot of twos. We're running out of them. Might need to go over to a neighboring two column to start counting these. But you can't, because the neighboring twos are Kaylee Fry and Geneva Hewitt, and they don't have many left either. There's Miller with a bucket. Miller's got 8 for Ripon. That is a team high. Of their 28 points, she has 8. 3 on the way for Supernan. She said, if I don't have any twos left, let me shoot a 3 and hit it. Corner three from Supernan gets that one to go. 25 points. Back to the front court. WLA team can score them in bunches. 61-28. There's a travel on the perimeter. 4 Vikings in. Maddie Lair, Hallie Keifenheim, Kaylee Fry, and Geneva Hewitt. 11 minutes, 40 seconds left in this ball game. WLA has opened up a 33-point lead. Drive by Lair, hands off underneath to Fry, goes and stays with it, and she'll score another one. She's got 8. And we got a Ripon timeout. 35-point lead, 11:25 to go in the ball game. Back with more on this on WLA TV. And we are back. WLA has scored in 6.5 minutes, has scored 26 points in about 6.5 minutes. Team can just absolutely fill it up. Drive here from Ripon. Nice shot. Gets that one to go. That's Bradley again. She's got 4 points in the second half, 6 overall. There's a pass from Hewitt. Trying to find Siri Kuski. It goes underneath. They're going to tie it up there. Back to Ripon. (41-34) is the score over in Rosendale. Laconia leads the WLA boys. Here's a corner 3 on the way. This one just rattles out. That was Mater. She's hit a couple of them so far tonight. She was 2 for 3 heading into the second half. Here's a Kuski 3. That one misses. Kaylee Fry gets the rebound, kicks it out to Keifenheim. She finds Kuski. Kuski drives up with the right hand. No good. Defensive rebound down to Ripon. Strong rebound there from the Ripon Tigers. Butine, sorry. And she needed to be between a couple of defenders. Butine now has it in the front court. WLA back into this 1-3-1 that we saw in the second half against Lamira. There's a turnover forced by Keifenheim. Completed by Kuski. Back to Hewitt. 3 on the way. Banks it in. Hewitt's first points of the second half. She's up to 14. 25 for Supernan, 14 for Hewitt. And that is a tandem that will win most games for you. And you talk about the other 7 or 8 players that WLA can roll out. 9 players I think they've introduced tonight. It's a strong team. 9:43 to go in the ball game. Hewitt into the front court. Finds Lair. Maddie Lair on the drive. Finds Kuski left wing. Gets it down to the right block. That's Fry. Up and good. Count the basket and the foul for Kaylee Fry. She's got 10 points and will head to the free throw line. And we're going to get Becky Honecker. We're also going to get Ella Beertzer. And if Kaylee Fry can make this, we will see a reintroduction of Peyton Chemnitz as well. And having a discussion about something. Was it a case of mistaken identity on the foul? I think they're trying to figure out who to call the foul on. And they decide it's going to be number 4. So we got that straightened out. 4 is Kovalaski. Kovalaski had double-digit points in the JV1 game. Although I got to be honest, I don't see her on the floor. Maybe I'm missing that. Here is Ripon into the front court. Maybe they subbed her out. That could be. 68-30 is the score. 9:15 to go in the ball game. Short corner 2 on the way, sorry. And Kaylee Fry is not fouled. They will call a full timeout, does Coach Schroffnagel. He'll set up his offense. 68-30. It's a full timeout. We'll be back with more on WLA TV. Stay with us. All right, there's the second horn. Players on the floor for the Vikings. Beertzer, Keifenheim, Lair, Honecker, and Chemnitz. There's Maddie Lair on the drive. Throws it high off the backboard. Rim's just out. And Ripon down with a nice rebound. Oh, there's a nice step in the way by Peyton Chemnitz. She'll score points 5 and 6. Into the front court comes Nodolf. And the Tigers swing it back around. There's Nodolf now on the left wing. She drives with the right hand, and yeah, that's a reaching foul on Maddie Lair.
Viking foul on number 12, Maddie Lair. In for the Tigers, number 1, Ellie Ross. And number 22, Grace Tobin.
40-point lead for the Vikings. Second time hitting that 70-point plateau. And they got close against Luther Prep as well. That was a closer game, obviously, but still got close to that 70-point mark. Here's a nice drive by Bauman, and she scores again. Carson Bauman up to 6 points on the night. And she cuts into the lead a little bit. Pass down to Chemnitz from Lair. She gets hammered underneath. She'll head to the charity stripe. Will Peyton Chemnitz. By the way, how about this over in Rosendale? Nice little run for the WLA Vikings boys basketball team. They've cut it to 4. 47-43. Shot here from Chemnitz from the charity stripe is good. I won't tell you what Chemnitz is shooting from the free throw line, because otherwise I'll get blamed if she misses the next one. So we'll wait and see. Free throw up and good. She's 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, and there's no way that would have gone in if I told you she was 3 for 3. So there you go. 72-32. Oh, and she steps in front there. Almost secured another rebound, did Peyton Chemnitz. Side inbound for Ripon. They'll get it in, top of the key. Bounce pass here to the near side. Top of the key once again. Ooh, Beertzer almost picked that one off. Here's the drive from Ripon. That one is picked off by Chemnitz. Peyton Chemnitz up the floor. Got a couple of Vikings with her. She'll take it herself. Go up with the right hand. No good. Defensive rebound down to number 3. That's Mater. Mater kicks it over. Oh, and there's the old jump ball. That's number 1. I don't have a number 1. That maybe, well, number 1 on JV was Carson Bauman. So not sure who that is, but nonetheless, lodged it in there. It was a good-looking shot. I mean, I'm not in the best vantage point in the gym, but it looked like it had a chance, certainly. Just a little bit off to the left. Underneath, inbounds pass. There's the corner for Ripon. Tipped by Beertzer, completed by Chemnitz. Tipped away by Ripon, tipped away by Beertzer, and she fouled her. Ella Beertzer hit her on the elbow as she was trying to tip that into the air. That's foul number 4 for the Vikings. Ticking under 5 minutes to go in the ball game here in the second half. Viking bench wanted to travel there. I don't think this is the situation for that. Here's Keifenheim into the front court. And they'll say she drug her pivot foot. Well, I suppose. Vikings keeping it close over there against Laconia on the boys' side. 49-46 they trail. We're going to get a timeout here from Ripon. I think it's just a substitution time. So, yeah. WLA elects not to use it either. Just a sub timeout to get one of their players in as well. That, I think, is another one of the talented JV players. I think that they said Quinn Dietrich, if I heard that right. Dietrich. Yeah, that is. Had a terrific game in the first game. If you're just joining us, JV won, WLA won 37-34. You can find that on WLA TV as well if you go back in the archives. May still be processing at this point, but it'll be up here, we promise. Foul underneath by Peyton Chemnitz. Underneath inbounds. Oh, that was well worked. Oh, can't get it to go. But Ripon will go to the free throw line. That was a well-worked inbounds pass, and I think it was Keifenheim who, she was close to blocking it, but just maybe caught the arm. It's a 40-point lead. It's a 39-point lead. 72-33. 3 minutes to go. Here's Keifenheim in the corner. Gives it to Honecker. Becky Honecker drives with the right hand up. I couldn't tell if that got blocked or what the situation was there. But it's tied up by Maddie Lair underneath, and it will stay with the Vikings. Honecker with the inbounds pass. Tipped away there by Diedrich. And it will stay with the Vikings. Maddie Lair underneath this time for the inbounds. Clock's ticking. Under 2:25 to go. Nice inbounds to Peyton Chemnitz. Chemnitz having herself a nice night. She's up to 10 points. Here's the drive. Up with it. No good. Rebound down to Peyton Chemnitz. If we kept track of stats, she might be working on a double-double. She's had a very impactful second half. Here's Maddie Lair with the jump shot. Just a little long there. Swung back over. Becky Honecker, 3 on the way. This one misses. Off to the right. 1:45 and counting down here in the second half. WLA back into this man for the end of the ball game. No longer in that matchup press, which I mistakenly last Tuesday called a 1-2-2 press. And I said, I ran that past Coach Schroffnagel, and he kind of giggled and said, I don't think it's it's that simple. I don't think it's a 1-2-2 press. Has some of those principles, but I think I undersold him. First free throw, no good. Second free throw up and good. 74-34. 50 seconds left in the ball game. Here is Becky Honecker. Keifenheim. Dribble drive. Kicks it. Chemnitz drives it up with the right hand. No good. Offensive board to Maddie Lair. She can't quite keep it in. Well, she did keep it in play, but she's not able to secure the offensive rebound. WLA still doing their best defensively. There's a pass over there to the wing. Up with the left hand, no good. Biertzer has it. Under 15 seconds to Becky Honecker. Honecker up with it, no good. And the rebound down to Ripon. That'll just about do this thing. It's under 10 seconds to go as Ripon drives it, spins it up with the left hand, no good. Tipped out by Keifenheim, and that'll do it here from WLA in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. 74-34, a great performance by the WLA varsity team. So clean sweep back-to-back for the Vikings tonight. JV1 wins it by 3. Varsity wins it by 40 here. So they move to 5-0, 3-0 non-conference, 2-0 in-conference play for the Coach Eric Schroffnagel-led Vikings. Again, we will be back here on Thursday for Oakfield. Be a little bit different of a setup, different broadcasting crew coming in on Saturday for the big game. The big game against Ripon. A couple of top 5 ranked teams in Division 4 in the state of Wisconsin. So that's a big one to circle on your calendars. Coming up 7:15 on Saturday night. Glad to have you along with us tonight. We'll see if we can add on the fly here and give you some final statistics. I had Kiara Shea for 3 points, Riley Lair for 7 points, Siri Kuski for 5 points, Kaylee Fry had 10, Elena Supernan with 25, Geneva Hewitt had 18. Check that, 15. 14 for Hewitt. That's why we don't add these up on the fly, folks. And then Peyton Chemnitz with a nice night. She had 10 points as well. So you had 4 Vikings in double figures, and all of that leads up to a 74-34 win for the Vikings. I'm Jordan King saying so long. Thanks for joining us here on WLA TV. Again, we'll be back on Thursday for WLA against Oakfield right here on WLA TV.